Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving up and shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, bad, it gets a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just want to know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jackson now off the bootleg. He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and
A
one.
good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Jackson on first down. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Browns nothing. Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry now for Tony Pollard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. It's a foot race past the 20.
You know they pay me extra for that.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Jones. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Texans.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the counter, this is Singletary. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake.
The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. You got 4. You got 4. Joker. Hey, watch it. You go tight. You got tight.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Browns have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Now Jones. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This a quick pass to Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To Corey Davis. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 47-yard line.
Second and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Off the bootleg. Jackson rolling to his right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down and 8. Jackson being chased. 2nd touchdown here in this football game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. Missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
Here's Pollard. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, Love. He's got the hook up with Conley. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
A 2-yard.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, Singletary. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Gronkowski, slot left. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the end. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
2 yards.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2.
Conversion.
Jackson operating from the gun. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. He's at the 50, 30, 20,
what
10.
A play. What a play.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing again. Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And Diggs has it. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
What we got? Hey, number 28. Red, yellow. Check in. Watch the screen. 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 Kill. Check it out, read.
To throw now. Here's Love. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
52. Stop your body. Hey, hey. 52. Watch the turn. We ain't giving nothing.
To throw again. Jackson. A slant to Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. There, this is picked up by the Browns.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Play fake. Here's Love. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 9. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
On the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
It's out to the left and complete. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
The 43-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Pollard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
The tackle made at the...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Love, they go play action now. Dancing to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now Jones. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Darren Lee, it'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
2nd down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now Jackson off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
Witherspoon on the tackle. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brings up third down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Ball carrier.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Go Pete. 51 to make the 2 blast. Oh, you got it? 51 to Mike. Straight. Hey.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Go Ray. Get him. You got it. 51, Mike 51. Here we go.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Jones. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And the Texans.
For some good games going on in the early window, this might be the best of the bunch. Jackson on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down here at at the 35-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. Flush to his right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 21 yards away. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Texans 26, Browns 22. Steven Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Here comes Nelson. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Love. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
Brings up 2nd.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Today's final.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Houston, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah.